But what you want is a whole variety of techniques so that whatever circumstance presents itself, you choose the correct technique for that exercise and not just get sucked into only having one way to do it. So anyway, first line was great. Then again, didn't realize what was happening here in the second six. You landed, you went for 3 strides, and then you're like, oh, it's getting long, I gotta go. So then you ended up sort of in 6.5 here. 7 was good, and you did a good job the last one. He was saving on you. He was a little good guy in there, but you did a good job. Good. All right.
On board on course, we have rider number 5, Maite Thibault. She's been riding for 4 years. Her hometown is St-Lazare, and she's training under Sandy Babbage. She's riding Magic Touch and Appendix. She's been showing Jumper 3 this summer, and the highlight of 2011 was being invited to Bromont for the Jeux Équestres du Québec and being selected for this clinic.
All right. Very good. So you were like on your way to winning the class there. You were doing great. He maybe skipped a lead behind, but other than that, everything was going beautifully. And then you came to this last combination, and you didn't have very much outside rein. Your horse absolutely looked at the blue vertical for a second. For the last combination. Yeah, he got totally confused. And then looked at the wrong jump for a second. And then looked back at where he was going. Then you got the deep distance. And then you got the 3. You need to really make sure the last stride, that you have both your reins. And that focuses on where you want it to go. Especially on this next pattern with all these windy turns. And then, so when you're thinking about how you're going to do this next pattern, your horse doesn't have a huge stride, so it would be important that you do this 7 strides in a straight line, so that you're riding, like, you know, Claudia did the short turn to the double. That wouldn't be the best way for you to do it. You need to go into the turn, stretch your horse's stride, get a little bit light in step, make sure he knows where he's going, and you're forward enough for the last 2. Practice, yeah. And most courses have a bit of a rhythm to them. Like when when you compete a lot, you won't even have to look at paper. You'll know sort of where the next jump should be. But then every once in a while, of course, center puts in something weird. We have to turn the wrong way. But there is a rhythm to the whole thing usually.
Heather, go on. Pace.
Slow. I'm on the mud. Keep going.
Come on, pace.
Okay, go all the way around the outside and do that again. And the last stride, make sure you support with your left rein. Or follow more with your right rein. Okay. Okay, walk for a second. Good. So, most of all, that first part was good. You were deep here, and then you did the 7 to the blue one, which actually I didn't mind, given the circumstance that you know, the pace that you had and all that. I like the 7 better than running up there at 6 because it would have made the rest of the course disorganized. But then I was watching and I was thinking about it, and it's actually always on the right lead. He turns his head to the right, 1 or 2 strides in front of the fence. So I wonder if, on the right lead, if you don't use your right hand a little bit harder than your left hand without actually totally knowing you do it. Oh. So, you know, I don't know whether you saw yesterday, but somebody I was making ride with, we take like just a stick, like as a little piece of a tree or anything, basically a little bit longer than this, or your whip, whatever, but something that's small and doesn't scare your horse, and you hold it like this, and you have to ride like this. And you can jump holes in the ground, little courses at home like this, and then you learn to use your hands together instead of independently. And you'd be amazed at how much, if you're a one-hand dominant rider, how much easier it is to find the distances on that lead that you use your right hand harder when you use your hands together. Yeah. Yeah. So, I want you to do this red vertical, and then turn right on that, gallop all the way down the long side. Soft with your right hand, be very conscious. I want you to get off the turn early, get a forward distance to that oxer, but make sure that the last 2 strides you're steering them, and then do your 2 strides to finish. So red vertical, and then the 2 strides. Just thinking about stretching your horse's stride and being straight with your hands and his head the last couple strides. Good.
Go, go, go.
Okay, all the way around. Do that again. Lengthen your reins a little bit. Just let it go. You want it. There you go. Now you get a long stride.
Jane's a beater boy.
All right. Good job. So that's the other thing.
So they're done, right?
You have to make sure that when you are concentrating harder, that you don't then shorten your reins and tighten your arm. Because when we lengthen your reins a little bit there, then you can allow your horse to go forward. I think you got a little bit tight too, and a little bit holding. That's good though. All right, next one.